Joe, it's now 9 months since you made your Test debut against Fiji. Have you had a chance to reflect on what you've achieved in that space of time, or has it been something of a whirlwind?
It definitely was a whirlwind year. It was a very enjoyable one, but it's one I've had a good chance to look back over the summer and be quite proud of. But now the season's kicked off again and back into hard work and looking forward to the year ahead.
Season of ups and downs for England. Major disappointment obviously being the Grand Slam defeat in Cardiff. Is a crucial thing now to learn from that, how that Six Nations ended, heading into the new campaign?
Yeah, I think so. I think as an international side, or as any side in rugby, I think you're constantly trying to learn and you're constantly trying to improve. And that game against Wales was definitely a sort of a realisation for us that we've got some work to do. But we're now working hard, and we've had a lot of good games, a lot of stuff to be proud of from last year. I felt when we went away to Argentina, we had a tough challenge out in a good environment out there, and we played some good rugby and brought in some new guys, and it was a very enjoyable tour. So we're very much sort of looking forward, and we've got a tough campaign coming up in November, which we're really excited about.
Now you've had a time to evaluate the Argentina trip. How important was that in terms of wresting momentum back from the end of the Six Nations?
Yeah, I think for me personally, it was something that I really wanted to do. I was desperate to go, for like you said, to try and get some momentum back and sort of get over the Wales defeat. But as a team, I thought, like I said, we gelled really well and we all got on really well off the pitch. And I think it showed on the pitch. We put in some good attacking performances and against what was a pretty strong Argentinian side.
On an individual level, do you now feel more comfortable around the camp, having had those experiences?
I think the great thing about this camp is that they try their best to make everyone feel comfortable, whether you've got no caps or whether you've got 50 caps. I think the environment and the culture that Stuart and the team sort of bring here is fantastic. But no, I think on a personal level, I've obviously enjoyed playing and being a part of the team the last couple of years. But everyone knows that the competition's very tough, and you've got to keep playing well for your club in order to stay here. Have
personal accolades like the RPA England Player of the Year helped you settle in, or do you not take much notice of those things?
It's a massive honour, so it's hard to not take any notice because it sounds like you're dismissing it. But no, personal things are one. But for me, it's about sort of trying to win as many games as I can in a white shirt. And we won a fair few games last year, but you want to keep constantly trying to get better and better, really.
You're now seeing your England under-20 teammates and Wasps colleagues coming through into the senior squads. It's been quite a seamless transition for you. Can the likes of Billy Vunipola, Mac Fezich, Marlon Yard and Christian Wade emulate that and have the same success, do you think?
Yeah, definitely. They're a very talented bunch. I think we could see that when we played at 20s together. We really enjoyed all playing together, and we probably should have gone one step further and won the World Cup that year. But we didn't, and now it's great to see a lot of familiar faces here, and no, they've all fitted in well to train.
What kind of characters are they? Because obviously you're in a great position to give us some insight, having played with them in Junior World Cup finals and for Wasps growing up with Billy too.
Yeah, well, I've played a lot with Billy over the years, and you can see the way Billy plays on the pitch. He's a massive ball carrier, and he likes to make a few big tackles. That's Billy. Off the pitch, he's pretty chilled out and laid back, and that's his character.
With those guys coming in and vying for places with the more established players, it all makes for a pretty healthy, competitive dynamic, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly, and that's what you want. That's what you want in any team anywhere, and definitely here at international level, you want a massive squad. And Stuart talks about sort of these two squads we have at the moment, the Saxons and the EPS, as one squad of 64, and I think that's really what it is. There's a great competition throughout in every position. There's lots of youngsters coming up, and there's senior guys who've been here for a good number of years. So no, it's very healthy, but it can only push us in the right direction.